That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, and our hands have handled of the word of life. Word Out, a young people's church of the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated, brings you God's word. Be blessed as you listen.
Have you wondered at times that you begin to think of an idea, and you were thinking of the idea just came to you? Probably you. We can be sewing clothes like this, so we can be sewing like it. We have not seen it before. It just occurred to you. But after a while, if you don't do something about it, suddenly you go out to see somebody have done it. Has it occurred to you before? You have an idea. You are thinking about it. After 1, 2, 3 months, you are still planning. I call it throwing the dice. If I throw these dice, 6, double 6. If I throw this dice, 5 minutes, you are 6 rolling. If I throw this thing, double 6. This thing. Before you finally drop it, somebody will have brought out the double 6. So when you begin to think, you see, I was young when God taught me this lesson. My immediate brother, we were teenagers. My immediate brother came home one day and he said some things. And the next time he wanted to go to church, he wore a polo shirt. No polo shirt. He tucked it inside his trouser. Then he picked the tie and he put it on it. Then he didn't tie it. He didn't make the tie firm. I was like, which one is this nonsense again and everything? He said, every style is started by somebody someday. He said, I'm creating my style. I said, you are joking. Then you can't go out like this and everything. But 1 week later, we were going out. He said, Shiba, I told you, see that person. See that person. And I was like, you don't mean it. He said, see, the idea about when the idea comes to you is an idea that the world needs at that time. I'm going beyond church. Is somebody with me? It's an idea the world needs at that moment. If somebody don't act about it, another person will act about it. So when God sent the idea, He didn't send it to you only. Because the world needs it. Is somebody with me? It is something the world needs. Around that season, one day like that, we were talking about sewing clothes, myself and my siblings. I was the youngest amidst them. So my idea will always sound foolish. You know that kind of thing came. We're in the same club now. And I just look at the chino trouser that I had. I love that chino trouser then. I loved it. And then I said, hey, I use chinos for up and down. Do you get what I said? You can use the chinos for up and down, and then we will sew the up, it will reach this length, the other hand will reach this length. And they just laughed me that, who used chinos to sew top? That's where they just put it to. And they rubbished it. And I said, no problem. So we go back to our normal top. You use chinos for trouser and everything. So when all this senator material started coming out, and people are using it for up and down, I was just looking like it. About 10 to 15 years earlier, it had occurred to me. Is somebody getting it? You see, when an idea is coming to the world, it doesn't come to the only person that implemented it first. It came to several other people, but oftentimes we despise it in our hearts. And that also must be alive. When I try to talk about stoves, if you don't do something about it, somebody else will definitely do something about it. I'm trying not to stay on touch in quotes. Do you get it? I'm trying to make you see reality. If you don't, you can invent your own game. The person that invented chess, I can tell you that's not the first person that will have thought about it. The most popular word game for a long time was Scrabble. But there are several other word games. Are you aware of that? You are looking at me as if I'm scanner. You don't play game. You don't play game. If you don't play game, raise up your hand. Whether on your phone or on a board. You don't play at all. Raise up your hand. Raise it up, baby, and I'll be sure of yourself. Why are you shy? I can see the spiritual people. You don't have to play. Listen, if you The first person that is not that you saw it with was not the first person. As you are seated there, I want you to begin to remember all the ideas that have come to your mind you never implemented. And I will tell you, if you look around, some people are doing it. It didn't mean that before you thought of it, they're already doing it. The idea came almost the same time. But people don't act. The word is for actors. The word is for who? Actors. Those who act. As I saw this man, and I just remember his camera. Some of you here, in your mind, you are a professional photographer. In your mind. In fact, you are the official photographer for the president in Aso Rock. In your mind. In your mind. But you are not this one. Because you've not stepped out to act. Tell your neighbor, the word is for actors. So write down the ideas that have come to your mind you never implemented. Just keep writing them. Don't tell me ideas have not come to your mind before. They have come. You have never. Write them down. Because your calling, I think I'm going to go there subsequently. It's not exercise in church per se. So don't think when you talk of calling, you're talking about church. Calling is God sending you to the world. An assignment to fulfill in this planet. It's now your basic foundation in Christ that connects it to the redemptive purpose of God. That we'll talk about later. But there are things that comes in. Listen, your callings show up inside of you by ideas, suggestions. And this thing can be done this way. We can do this thing though. This thing can be done this way. It just keep coming. For often times, we rubbish them. We rubbish them. God is going to keep sending things to us. When we were very, very young, when people have questioned it, they've not seen it anywhere, but just like, must you strap a baby to the back? They just questioned it. You see, whatever you question is an idea coming to fruition. You just question it. They've not seen people carrying baby, but they're just like, must be like that. The answer was simple. That is the way our grandmother has been doing it, and that's what we've done. The fact that that's the way it has been done doesn't mean that's the way it can be done. Because you raised a matter, and that's why I've just talked. That's what we wanted to talk about today. But you raised the matter, and I think something is coming up from there. So, note it. What are those ideas? If you don't do anything about it, God will get it done. It is time for it. If there is a song the Holy Spirit wants to bring to the body, if you will not be disciplining your devotion to get it out, or it's coming out in your heart, you recorded it on your phone, and you left it there, you didn't go to studio to do anything about it, you will just be surprised one day, somebody will just release a song, and you will be wondering, only me long that's your problem. The song is not about you. The song is not what? It's not about you. The song is for the body. So if you won't go ahead to do anything about it, they will look for who is ready. That's why sometimes you look at it, some people always keep getting it right. He said, to him that has, more will be given. That's scripture. To him that has, more will be given. He that has little, little he has, will even be collected. So it's easier for some people when they get to a stage, they keep producing new songs. Because, listen, you know what? Most of those songs are not their own. Get it? It is some of you that are not doing anything with your own. They are collecting your own. And they say, these people are always going to do it. They are very faithful. Give them. They say, he that already has, that has 10, they say, give it. You already has 10, they say, still give it to him. You already has 10, because we can trust that since you are not doing anything with your own, we don't want to waste time again. Let's give it to somebody we are very sure will do something. Not somebody again we are taking this with this one. Because if you take it from somebody that has little, and you give the Abby, and give to another person that has little, that person too might be doing like this with it. So you don't want to take risk. Time is going. So what do? Look for somebody who has been very consistent. Give it to that person. So you see these people, they enter studio 5 minutes, they come back with a new song. You know what they just do? At the end like that, they just say, all songs that have not been used, just bring it. They just don't be. You think my Bible is the only one that know how to write Christian movie stories, Abby? You think it's the only writer? There are many of you, you are fitting many Christian movies. It is in your heart, it's not even on paper yet. It is in your heart. So the man will just come out from the house like this. And then it is in your heart. As you are doing your devotion, your quiet time, the script was coming, but it's in your heart. It's not even on paper. It's in your heart. One day I will write this film. And I will call people to come and act it. One day, in fact, who will be the lead actor? The thing that is in your heart, you are already arguing. Who will be the lead actor? Who will fit this role? Who has the number of evangelists? And it's in your heart, too. You are looking for actor. Even the actor you are looking for, you are not telling anybody. You are telling yourself. And you think God will just carry the script from your heart. Abi? Like Bamiloye. He's not even planning to do anything. God will just do what? He will just dash him another one. And then you start watching. This thing look like what I was thinking about. It looks like it. Let me see. It's not the same thing. Then they show the next part. Everything is just the way you arrange it in your heart. God carried it. He said, he that has it too, even the little he has, will be taken away from him and be given to him that has much. Why? Those that have much are proven over time that they can be faithful. Somebody wants to get there and said, this Baba in their 81, 82, telling us that they are just starting ministry. Is that they have not finished their work? No. There are so many people not doing their work. So God is just carrying their work and dashing them. Just keep doing it. Because God will not be stranded. He has people who are proving over time. In fact, our Father the Lord said over time. He said the reward for good work is what? Is more work. Where will they get the more work? The more work was with some people before. You see, when we come like this, everybody already have assignment. So if I come to Dickness with me and I say the reward for the work you have done is more work, the more work will not be invented. I'm only going to collect work from some people here and add it to you. So when you get more work, it's not an original work. It is a work some people are failing to do that they are dashing you. That's why some people keep turning out new things. Because others that are supposed to have it, they are not doing anything about it. Ask your neighbor, what are you doing now with every idea God has given you? Don't ask idea, ask for song. And I'm serious. You know what I'm talking about. Abi? You have it. But you are not doing anything about it. Yes, sir. Please give him the mic.
Okay. Thank you, Pastor. I was just asking Stakemi here now, but I think I should also say it out. Okay, we have cases of people that have ideas, and so to say, the ideas are big.
The ideas are big.
Yes.
That tells it's not you.
The resources are not available.
You think the resources are not available?
The resources are not available.
You think so? Continue.
Okay, no, so for cases whereby, I think the resources are not available, what can be done to actualize it? Okay, because I'm trying to put myself in that particular shoe, and I'm beginning to fashion out some things. So I'm now asking myself that the resources for that at this moment, the resources are not available. What can be done?
What can be done
for such a thing?
All right, I will answer you in a simple way. Now, resources can mean different things. Don't just think of money. Okay? Resources can mean different things. What you think you need to achieve it is not there. Oftentimes, it's a mindset. Is somebody with me? It's a mindset. For many of us, when ideas come, you think about the monetary part of it. And that's why you just limit it that it's not possible. There is a proverb I tell when I coach them about ideas. I said, one thing God told me years ago, he said, for every idea I gave you, there is a portion of it you can do at that moment. And there is a portion you can do free of charge. Identify that area and start from there. Don't look at the things. Even those things, there are limitations in some area you think, Abi, but there are things you can do immediately. But let me go to Bible. Matthew chapter 25. The story of those 3 people that they gave talent. The third one, he said, when you gave me 1 talent, Abi, he said, what is it? And he went to bury. What was the master reply? The master said, even at best, you could have given it to the lender and it would have yielded interest. When you think you can't achieve the idea, give your ideas to the lender. They will still help you to yield interest. Who are the lender? There are people already going ahead of you in that area. Borrow them your idea. It's your idea. Put it in their hand. Let them do something with it. Out of the interest, you both share it together. Is somebody with me? Are you with me? You see, you have a good idea. You think you don't have what it takes about it. Go and sell it to those in that area. You are thinking of a particular research. You don't have the lab. You don't have the funds. You don't have grants. They don't have any work to do with the grants. Are you aware? Are you aware that people like that? They have grants. You see, you are the one writing proposal, telling them everything you want to use the grant for before they give you. There are people, they are on constant list of grants. Grants is just coming to them. They have money. They know what to do with it. Them out and go and tell them, sir, I have ideas. It's your idea. I want to give you an idea. And then they want to share glory. The problem with us is you want to take all the glory. You want to take all the glory. Learn how to share glory. Give it up. Give it up. There are so many of the things, revelation that God gave me. If I show you some books around, different authors, you will see those ideas there. My name is not attached to it. Is somebody with me? I go to a meeting, I talk about it. They put it in their book. I'm not going to go and fight you that you should have put my name and credit to my name. Listen, it doesn't matter. That revelation was sent to the world. It came through me, but God used you as a platform to broadcast it. Once it reaches the people God wants to reach, it has solved. Who got the glory doesn't matter. Is somebody with you? It doesn't matter. Some materials I've written for Bible study and everything. I found these people are using for books. But is it a big deal? I'm even glad that so that little things I wrote down, it has now gone to millions of people. That is the good news. It's not about, people don't need to know your name. Stop fighting for name. People don't need to know your name. Go and check songs. Go and check songs. Most songs are not written by the people who sang it. Even Mount Zion movies, go and check. Most of them are not written by the producer. We don't check, we just assume. We assume this verse I wrote it. Most of them are not written by the producer. That's why if you are reading a script, listen, when I watch movie, I check to the end. I enjoy that thing. Listen, you will see something very interesting. You will see one. Story by. Have you noticed it before? Story by, written by, is two different things. Story by, written by. Story by is somebody, I just tell you, I'm thinking of a man came like this, a man came like that. That is all. Then somebody will go and write the script. Script writing is an art on itself. Somebody will now use that story and form into a script and come back and say, does it read the script? Does it look like the story you have in mind? So story by, written by. But you know your problem? You want to do the story by, written by, produced by, directed by. That film will never come into time. It will not come. But to start from somewhere, you write. Damilola is producing now. It didn't start producing. It started with story by. Is somebody with me? It started with story by. The one he did when he was still in Bowen. You remember that story? Abubaku. He started with what? Story by. He started and people to package it. Then he moved to written by. Abi. Later he moved to directed by. He's not producing. You see, you don't get there one thing. You must borrow some people your idea. Let them make profit from it. And then from there you begin to grow. Ebenezer Obey was a band boy. Is somebody listening to me? Sonny Ade was a band boy. They didn't come out as professional. They were band boy. You know what I mean by band boy? I'm not even saying back up. Band boy. Band boy. Pack the drum. Pack the guitar. Pack everything. Have you cleaned the guitar? What do you mean? Bah! That's just started. Some of their songs, their Oga sang it. They spread their Oga money on their own song and they were packing drum. But that is what you are not ready to do. Everybody have your seat, please. That is what you are not ready to do. You want to start from day one and blow. And that will tell you, anything that come out suddenly will die suddenly. It will not last. You want to blow your first day. It doesn't happen that way. Tell the person beside you, it doesn't happen that way. So you are in your room. You didn't borrow people your song. and you expect people to discover you that you sing new song, and they will invite you to experience, come and sing that new song. It doesn't happen that way. You have to borrow somebody's song. You are shouting to them, and by last year you are shouting on their name. Do you know that all of them, this and that, they were part of another group before? They were part of all those groups before, and those people released them. That's another point. Released. They were there. They used their... When I was writing an undergraduate project, some things happened that shook me. We hosted the mathematics conference for Nigeria in my school. And my supervisor, I call her auntie, she said to me, he said, "Okay, did you see the advert?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Have you submitted the article?" I said, "Me." It's not for boys like us, undergraduate. It's for you, prof, doctors, you people. He said, "No." He said, "You, go and write your abstract and let me see. You are submitting an article for the journal." I said, "Me, sir." He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." So I wrote one. He said, "That's how to write abstract. Go and write again." So I go, "Hey, that's good. Go and submit." When I wanted to submit, he said, "Who sent you?" I said, no. He said, "Are you submitting on behalf of your guy?" I said, "No, it's my own. They checked it's your own." He said, "You are not serious." And my auntie passed and made a statement to the department. He said, "I'm too much." People say she's proud, but it's not that level. He said, "I'm too much. Nigerian conference, me, present paper." No, it's my student that present paper in Nigerian conference. Me, I deliver paper in the world conference, not Nigerian conference. It's my student. Lecturers vexed. He said, "What is wrong with that?" They were shouting, "What is wrong?" And she was shaking most of them. They were hyped. "What is wrong?" I submitted. It's not like I joke. On the day of the presentation, I showed up. I did my presentation. You won't believe it. A national conference came for all universities in Nigeria. It was my own lecturers that were tackling me. They can't believe it. My own lecturers were the ones tackling me. And I got confused at the point. And I was not feeling fine. Then I said that my terminal sickness. It came out. I began to sweat. People thought I was sweating under tension. They thought I was sweating because of the sickness. Everything became scattered in my eyes. Then my auntie just stood up from the back. And he stood up. He said, wait. What the boy was trying to say is this. At the end, another one, she was just replying. I just like this. Auntie, continue. Fire them. Then when we finished, he told me, he said, "Okay, you tried, but you misjived somewhere. That's why they were able to capture you. They saw something you said that was not correct. I only had to come so that you will not lose face." I said, "Okay. But before you go, I want to show you somebody." Then he took me to a professor. She took me to a professor. And said, "Me, professor, this and this." And I greeted the person. And then she said, "Daddy," she called the professor daddy. She said, "Daddy, you are privileged to be in our lineage." I look at them. When this is my own daughter, you are our son, so you are in our lineage. You are the one we are going to pass this thing, according to them. You are the one we are going to pass this inheritance to. And I was nodding my head. I said, "Keep being a good boy. Just be a good boy. Whatever she says you do, do." She's your mother. Whatever she says you do, you do. She went. I said, "Auntie, I don't understand that drama." He said, "Let me tell you a story." He said, "That man is a professor of mathematics." I said, "Yes." You know what she said? She said, 15 of the papers that made the man a professor, 11 were her papers. I said, "Auntie, come again." He said, "Okay, bomb you." I didn't say just 11. He had number 1 to 4 before I met him. Before I became his master student, he had number 1 to 4. When I became his master student, number 5 to 15 that became a professor, it was my work. I said, "Hey!" He said, "That's the way we do it. Your guy's name will come first. Your name will come next. So your guy owns the work." I said, "Auntie, so all your work, I own it." Now that is the problem we have. You know what he said? He said, the day your guy became professor, your guy told her, he said, "Now, let me now go and arrange how you become a doctor." Everybody thought by a brilliant, all over, she's a world-renowned mathematician. Everybody thought that she will be a doctor for a long time. But the guy said, "I cannot be a doctor, you become a doctor." The day I become professor, we arrange your doctorship. So the guy became a professor, and then he was now making calls to his colleague. "Hey, I have one student. When are you coming to do this external supervision and external exam for you?" And I said, "What? In the next few months I'll become a doctor." Auntie told me herself, "In the next few months I'll become a doctor." I'm answering your question. You think you don't have it. Listen, one of the things that God gives to you, your greatest resources is not money, it's people. Your greatest resource is people. When that guy was complaining, Jesus said, and the master said, can't you give it to the lender, the banker? Let them keep it for you. It will yield interest. But though it will not yield interest as much as if you had invested it yourself. But it will still yield something. You think you can't do anything about it? Take it. Go and look for a banker. There is a banker around you. But you know your problem? You want to share all the glory. I mean, you don't want to share the glory. You want to take all the glory. Look at somebody beside you. Stop seeking glory. God didn't give you those ideas so that you can take glory. He gave it to you for the mankind to benefit. Once people benefit from it, it doesn't matter how it came about. It doesn't matter again. It's not your business. So tell the person beside you, what idea God is giving you that you have not done anything about it. Don't be surprised. You go after service and it's already on the street. Some of you here, you are not engineers, you are not architects, you are not even science students. Yet, you have pictures of some houses, how some houses can be built on particular plot line. You have it in your mind. But you're just there, you're just leaving it there. When I have money, I will employ an architect, like Architect Thompson, and I will describe what I have in mind. Wait, you are still waiting for that time. Keep on. Why do you already have an Architect Thompson who can be your banker and borrow him the idea? You are still keeping it. Because you want to take the glory that the idea is your own. Forget it. The person who brings the idea doesn't matter. What matters is that mankind benefits. I can answer your question. So I said, you think, you see, one of the things bankers do for you after a while, is somebody with me? Initially, they might use what you bring. But after a while, the ones that have Buddhas among them, they begin to show you how to do it yourself. I mentioned Ebenezer Obi. I'm just going generally. I don't want to stay within church. So I just look at it. I mentioned Ebenezer Obi. Do you get it? I mentioned Sonny Ade. After a while, people tell them you can everything. Sonny Ade tried to leave. He didn't allow you to leave, so he left by force. That was no problem. Do you get it? Ebenezer Obi left right. Do you know which one Ebenezer Obi? Moses Olaya, Baba Salah. Baba Salah was actually a juju singer before he became a comedian. Obi was packing things for him. Then he was giving songs to him. He was singing and singing again. And after a while, Oga began to find comedy more interesting. And he told Oga, let me continue on this line. Now some people are still ready in this thing very well. Let's continue this line. Everybody, you can go ahead. And that was beginning. A man that had the song interpreted to English. You know that song, Kò sọ́gbọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ dá, kò sí ìwà tẹ́lẹ̀ wù. They had to interpret it to English in UK. You've already said it several times. Listen, if you get to where God is taking you, people will learn your language. Listen, this one you are struggling to learn people's language is because you have not got there. When you are there, people will come and learn your own language. They will tell you, we will give you an interpreter. Just come, just come. And you get there, you say, like me, Ekiti le mi man so. How do you say it in Ekiti? You say, Ekiti. People will be forced to learn Ekiti that because of you. One of the professors I knew there, you know, went to Germany. And after a while, he said he went to Germany. What was the professor of? Professor of Yoruba. So when he went to Germany, what is he going to do in Germany? He said he's lecturing university. What is he going to be lecturing university in Germany? That's what he said there are people, Europeans there, who are interested in Yoruba language. So they created a department for Yoruba in Germany. Listen, if you go to Germany now, if you speak English to them, they will not reply you. If you speak English, though they understand that English, they are going to reply you in German. They are so proud of their language, they want you to learn it by force. That's one of the serious places that they are very selfish with their language. If you speak English to them, they understand you, but they will reply in German. But this same set of people set up a department of Yoruba. They want to learn Yoruba. That means somebody did something in Yoruba language. And the person said that I will speak Yoruba. And what they do? We have to learn your language by force. One of my boys who did best in China was telling me, he said they were learning English. They are learning African languages. He said it's a way to make cheap money in China. Then the guy came home once after about 3 years. He bought the latest Samsung phone as a day, 2017. He bought it for his dad. His dad looked at the phone like this. He said, for me, he said, Daddy, it's for you. Is it not part of the pocket? He said, Daddy, your pocket money, what can he do? Daddy, I make my own money. Students. Teaching. I thought some of you about me from. They call him Dr. Mark. Mr. Mark, Dr. Mark. He was teaching them English. When they couldn't pronounce it, they were modeling his name. Then they called me Mark. Mark was not his name. But they were modeling his name. Look for a good name they can pronounce. Mark. He was teaching them English. And the boy didn't have anyone in English anyway. But anything he teach them is correct. And he says, I don't know what else to teach them. I was thinking nursery rhyme. Singing nursery rhyme and I dance. He sent me pictures, videos. He will be dancing. And they will be dancing. All of them will be jumping. And the parents are saying, yes, they are learning English. They are learning English. The world will look for you if you have what they are looking for. So take it to the banker. Stop looking for the glory. Is somebody with me? Stop looking for the glory. It doesn't matter. Tolu, Shongbo. Have I answered you? Is there any other thing you want us to clarify as we close this session? We move to next classes, we go to what we are supposed to do today. Another question? Any other question? There's some of you here, you have fashion ideas, but you are waiting to delay you learn how to sew clothes. You don't need to learn how to sew clothes. Go to a designer and say, this is where I want you to help me sew my clothes. And you will sit with them, so you don't give them the good clothes first. Because, you see, they will be arguing with you that they don't sew clothes like that. Have you happened to you before? A tailor telling you that they don't sew clothes like that. You know, that's how that is. They say, no, they don't sew it like that. They don't sew it like that. And you wonder, are you the owner of the clothes or me? And you are telling them, they say, that is not according to. See, people believe that what they are taught is the standard. Anything outside of it is not standard. Who said so? Some of the things you call bad picture, it might hardly be a good picture. But it's called bad because we make us believe it is bad. Why do you think phone technology, first of all, push away the photographers initially? Because the photographer wants you to be filming a photo. Is that not what they want you to do? They will tell you how post like this. It's not real. Fake smiles. That's what you give to them in the studio. Fake smiles. But when you are going to your normal thing and they capture you, that looks more. Those are usually the pictures that trend on social media. Not the picture that you now post. No. I just like this. I just like this. Don't want the trend. The one that trend, you are like this. And they just cut you. That one will trend. As Tim is about putting that food in her mouth and they cut her like that. That one will trend. But if you want to snap eating in a studio, they will tell you, they say your mouth should not go like this. Your mouth should not go like this. It's too much. Beg somebody beside you. Go and do what God has put in your heart. If you can't do it by yourself, look for a banker. Taking Philip. Everybody say Taking Philip. I don't know, some of you don't even write, but if you are writing something down, it came to your heart because it was time for you to come to the heart. You got what I said? It came to your own heart because it was time for you to come to the planet Earth. And God is looking for who shall we send. God is not going to play risk. He's not going to send one person and that person disappointing. It's a matter of who shall we send. So they look at people who have the potential. They point all of them. One person will step out and do it. Have I said something to you today? Dickiness with me. Have I said something to you today? So those meetings, you refuse to plan. You will just put on your phone one day. Somebody will even invite you to that kind of meeting. They will invite you. And then you'll be wondering, I know they are the funny thing about that kind of thing. If I now go and do what was my heart, they will now say I'm copying. That's what you now say, if they go and do that now, those people will say I'm copying them. Nobody wants to know that you had an original idea. The idea is what you are copying. There are many people are starting to fall the same way. And whether I copy or not, I will still do it. It's too late. It's too late. You just say copycat. He's trying to copy. He's copying them. You think Pete Down will be the first person God will have told to organize the young ministers with you? You think he will have been the first person? But many people did not step out. After he started, many people are now trying to do their way. I don't want to know who got it first. But as far as we are concerned, human eyes, what are they doing? They are copying. And meeting you, it looks like this person's own. You are now making compare. It looks like this person. But you don't, because you are not God. You don't know the person that had the idea first. I had an idea some years ago, and I wanted to put it to practice. And I had it's not for you. So I called someone. He used to come to my house there with a notebook. The name of the notebook is Ideas from Okwe. That's the Ideas from Brokwe. Come Brokwe. Ideas from Brokwe. That's the title of the notebook. So he used to right there. One idea I gave him, I told him then. I said we can make money. But I knew I was not permitted, I was restricted. But I can sell it to you because you do a few things in that line. And I told him. I said, you don't need an article. Ask people to submit article and give them a promise that the person that has the highest comment and highest like and highest everything will get also prize and also prize. So now are you going to get the prize? I said it's not difficult now. By the time everybody is rushing to submit their own to get the prize, there will be traffic. So we'll get advert. So out of the money of advert, we'll give them their little token. We'll be doing that every week. Most read posts in a week. Most read. The guy said we're thinking about it. I said after about 3 months, I'm thinking about it. After I'm thinking about it. Then one day, I just went to my phone. Some people were already using the same thing. The guy can say, Brokwe, customer soldier and combat in low. Those guys became multi-billionaires from that idea. I said, you didn't use it. They used to have, I said, no. I asked God. God said it's not for me. I shared it with that guy. Listen. If you delay, somebody will run with it. By the time you run with it, it will not look like the original again. When many people move into pure water business, the people that started pure water business have made their millions. In fact, they've closed factory, they've moved on. I find out what they call the rainwater in Lagos. Nobody even remember the name again. She had moved on. She was sacked in civil service. That was her story. She was sacked in Lagos civil service. So what will I do? She was crying. God, why would they sack me? What will I do? And then she had somebody interrupting her prayers and crying. Ice water, ice water. The thing kept disturbing her. Every time she think about the sacker, what she remember is that ice water. Then the idea came. You will not buy the ice water. Some people will not buy the ice water. But I say you can make the ice water that people will buy it. And she think and did and got one sealer and see the whole thing like this together and make one rocket thing and use ink to put name on beside it, rainwater and everything and push it out. Under 2 years, she has closed factory. She had moved on. That's when everybody begin to open pure water factory. Listen, the original person will have moved on before that people leverage on it. They will have gathered. See, that's why they say a market is saturated. They will have saturated the market and moved on. Then all of you will now be jumping and be struggling with it. When all of you are struggling with it, they have tried another new idea. When that idea is going, by the time you move to that new idea, they have moved on again. That's why some people are doing going original idea. They keep moving. Before you meet them, they have moved on. Before you meet them, they have moved on. Before you meet them, they have moved on. The word is for actors. Say that to 3 people around you. The word is for actors. And say it to yourself. The word is for actors.
We hope you've been greatly blessed. That which we have seen and heard, declare we unto you, that you also may have fellowship with us. And truly our fellowship is with the Father and with His Son, Jesus Christ.
Contact and follow us on all our social media handles
at MIV World House. Stay strong, vigorous, and victorious.